Ten Haginas, I have one question for you. Did you think that Twente played better than us? Well, if you think yes, then why are you still backing that manager? Why does his ideology still align with you guys? Why do you guys think, oh, at one point we are going to win the Premier League? Because if you don't think that we're going to win the Premier League or we're going to win the Champions League, there is no point of keeping this manager. I hope you do understand this. And if you don't understand this, then I guess I understand why you're backing him. But at the end of the day, we all want United to win, right? That's why we keep supporting the club. That's why we keep investing our time. That's why we keep watching matches. Otherwise, we wouldn't give a shit. We would just move on and we would be like, okay, fine. We lost. Okay. We won. Okay. That's it. But it's not like that, is it? You actually do care about this match. And that is why you keep watching this team. Now, when you see that your manager does not know tactics, that he keeps backing the wrong players, at what point do you turn around and say, maybe everything that we have been telling ourselves, everything that we've been saying, that we'll be back to where we were under Sir Alex, that we will be back to the promised land? When will you realize that all this was a lie? Because let's be honest, since Tottenham Hotspur's away last season, all the way in August of last year, there have been signs that this manager is not the manager for us. Ever since then, some people have been turning around and saying, maybe he's not the manager. So if you're saying that in 1 year, there have been signs that this manager is not good enough, but still we keep persisting with this exact manager because some people, I've seen this argument online from Ten Haginners, that it's not that I think that Ten Hag would win us the Premier League or the Champions League. No, it's just that I back the manager. Whoever it is that's a manager of Manchester United, I will back them. That's not how you make an argument. You don't back the manager if you don't back Ten Hag, because Ten Hag is the manager. So if you back the manager, you back Ten Hag. And the only way you can back Ten Hag is if you see a vision, if you see an actual plan that within such stipulated time, he can get you the Premier League, he can get you the Champions League. Otherwise, we don't want this guy in. Don't talk to me about the Carabao Cup. Don't talk to me about the FA Cup. Because yes, there are 2 trophies that we want. But the thing is, are they the trophies that will set us aside from everybody else? Like, let's say we won these 2 trophies now. Do you think Bayern Munich fear us? Do you think Real Madrid fear us? Do you think Barcelona fear us? Do you think even our Man City fear us? Answer is no. Nobody is taking notice. And the thing is, we want teams to take notice, because if teams don't take notice, that means we're not making waves as strong as we want to. Because teams that are doing good, like last season, Girona, everybody was looking at Girona in La Liga and thinking, wow, they're doing something big. They're constructing something big. But this manager here, what is he doing? He's not doing anything special. He's just doing whatever he thinks is best. And he thinks, you know what's the funny part? He thinks that his plan, everything he's doing is still working. And that's the part that really baffles me. He thinks everything we're doing is actually working out well. That's when you realize he's not the man. Move him out. Move him out. Why are people still sticking with this manager? Why can't you just say, get this manager out? And I'm talking about big influential channels, big influential media outlets. They can make the difference. Maybe somebody like me can't. Maybe another person doing this like me can't. Or a fan sitting at home, they probably can't. But these media outlets and channels can make a difference. And it's their voice that's important. And they are still backing this manager. That's why I'm asking you guys, what do you see in this manager that makes you believe we're going to win one of the big trophies, not the small trophies? We want big success. We're not going to be like Arsenal. Oh, second place is good enough. Third place is good enough. No. We want to win everything. Or Champions League quarterfinal is enough. No, we want to go all the way. And if we don't get all the way, we're going to sack the next manager as well. We're going to get there till the standard is reset back to the level it used to be. And then we move from there. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get back to this game, the Twente game. How do you draw to Twente at Old Trafford? We've just bottled a big chance, right? This was a huge chance to make sure that we go to the next round. If we could smack Twente here, like let's say we smack them 4 or 5-0, that is a huge step forward to the next round, because goal difference counts. In the new league phase, goal difference counts. So even though it's 3 points, whether you score 4 or 5 or 6, that actually does matter here. But now that we've drawn at Old Trafford to Twente, look at the teams that we have coming up. The fixture list is crazy coming from now. Next on Sunday, we have Spurs at Old Trafford, which now looks like a very scary thought. And after that, we have Porto away. Porto away is not easy at all. Remember what happened when Arsenal went there? They lost 1-0. Immediately after that, we have Aston Villa away, who are just firing on all cylinders. John Duran, Ollie Watkins, they are scary. After that, we come back after the international break. Then we have Brentford at home. Now it's not a given. If we can draw to Twente, Brentford might smack us. After Brentford, that is a scary game. Fenerbahce away. Jose Mourinho away. Turkey away. That is going to be scary. And I'm telling you, that's a given loss. We should already count that as a loss. And after that, I feel we have Chelsea on the horizon very soon at Stamford Bridge. The way Chelsea's playing now, I'm telling you, we will be in the exact same position Barrow was yesterday, where they lost 5-0. We're going to lose 5-0 as well. Trust me, this manager is not getting us anywhere. Get this manager out now. And also the players he's backing, they do not sway me one little bit. You know why? Let's talk about the two players, Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. You know what? No. Let's talk about Bruno first, because he has had it coming for a long time. How can the captain of Man United, the linchpin for Portugal, how can he not know when exactly you have to launch a long ball, when exactly you have to keep it short? He is a well-renowned player around the world. He is regarded as one of the best attacking midfielders in the world. Well, we all know that's not true, but some people do think that's the truth. And people value him around 80-90 million pounds. What makes you think this player is going to get us to the next level? That is my question. He keeps giving the wrong balls at the wrong times, and then we expect that he's going to be a savior. This is why I've been saying from the off, get him on the bench, play Kobe as the cam, and play Ugarte and Casemiro. I don't know why we have not been doing that. And even the lineup, what was that lineup to start with? Because I thought we don't start Eriksen for just one reason, because he has played for 2 games. That's the only reason. It's not because he played bad, but because he's already played 2 games. He's not the age he used to be, so we need to rest him. But no, what does Eric do? Eric thinks, no, let's play Eriksen right now, today. In a game, in a European game, which I'll be honest is not probably as intense, but still is a football match at Old Trafford, a competitive football match. 3 competitive games in a week is not good for Eriksen. Casemiro has not played. Play Casemiro instead. It's simple logic, right? So when you think about all these things, you realize this manager does not know what he's doing. He's playing Eriksen, he's playing Bruno Fernandes, and he's playing Ugarte. And Ugarte, by the way, I don't know if I called it on this channel yet, but he cannot pass. He does not know how to pass well. So the only thing that he can do is destroy. So if you have a destroyer, you need somebody who can pass right beside him. And this passer has to have some kind of defensive acumen as well. And who is the best player? Who do you think is the best player for that role? I want you to put that down in the comments right now. Well, it's obviously Casemiro, isn't it? He can pass and he has some level of defensive acumen from the time at Real Madrid and from his first season at United, where he was actually solid. So when you have that player, you still persist with playing 2 players who are technically weak in the build-up. What do you think is going to happen apart from what happened today? And at the end of the day, you have to think it's not just the players who are at fault, because also Rashford. Yeah, I have to come back to Rashford. You know that one step where he's about to dribble, and then he stops, looks around, and then tries to ping a long ball through to the striker. But the only difference is, it's not going towards the striker, it's going towards the anticipated position. But his anticipated position in his mind is somewhere there when the player is anticipated to go here. So well beyond where the player is supposed to be. What do you think is going to happen when you ping those long balls again and again and again? Do you think the player is magically going to get extra Mbappe speed and then just going to latch onto it? So you have to analyze your players with you. Zirkzee, not particularly fast, which is not a problem, but that's his profile. So if you have a player who's not as fast as you, what's the point of pinging long balls to an angle where you need a speed demon to get onto it? That is what I don't understand. And he keeps doing this again and again and again. And guess what? He will nail 1 or 5 of these crosses in 100 attempts. And then suddenly it's like, Rashford is an amazing player because look at the cross that he made. You attempt that many crosses. What do you think is going to happen at some point or the other? He's going to nail one of those. That's just common math, common knowledge. That's how life is. You keep attempting again and again and again. It's just like Ronaldo free kicks. He keeps attempting free kick after free kick after free kick after free kick. And before Al Nassr, how many attempts did he have? Almost some 85 attempts, 85 free kick attempts, and he scored 1. At some point, you're going to score. So it's just common maths. And what else? Even our build-up play was very, very poor. We have to take lessons from Twente. Exactly what they were doing, we need to try replicating that. They were moving with the right pace with the ball, and they were actually trying to make each and every possession count. Like, remember in the first half, I think it was for the Twente goal scorer again in the first half, where he narrowly missed the chance by a little bit. Onana was beaten, and the ball just spinned past the post. We can't keep giving these chances away. We need to copy Twente. We need to do what they are doing. We need to replicate what they are doing. That is the only way to get back to where we are. The level that we are at, it's a long way away. And the only way to get there is, first of all, sack Erik ten Hag, get Bruno Fernandes out of the team, get Rashford out of the team, get Casemiro back into the team, and then we can see some patterns of play. Because yes, I'll give it to them. De Ligt wasn't there. De Ligt has arguably been our best defender all season, bar Mazraoui. And that shows you that we need somebody technical next to Lisandro Martinez as well. Lisandro Martinez has been absolutely horrible. I'm telling you, it's looking like he's getting exposed now. That he is not the player that we all thought he was. We thought he was assisting Varane. No, the truth was, I think, according to what I've been seeing, it was Varane shielding Lisandro's liabilities. And the sooner we see that, we will understand that our best centre-back pairing is not Lisandro and De Ligt or Lisandro and Euro. It's De Ligt and Euro and Mazraoui and... well, who do you pick between Dalot and Shaw? For me, neither is good enough. It's your pick, but we need another left back, probably Anthony Robinson from Fulham. Somebody who's dynamic, who can go forward, who has pace on the break and the pace to come back as well. That's what we want as a left back. And we need a central midfielder. I keep seeing this again and again and again. We had this problem against Southampton, we had this problem against Crystal Palace, and we have this problem against Twente. As much as we have so many technical players, we still do not have a centre mid or a centre defensive mid who's going to pick the ball from the centre backs and dictate the game. What I'm talking about is a player like Zubimendi at Real Sociedad, a player like Busquets, a player like Rodri. They're going to dictate the game, take the ball in the first phase, or Toni Kroos, like I say. These players are going to take the ball and they're going to dictate from there. But in our case, we don't have anybody like that. We have the second phase, the third phase players, but we do not have a first phase player to take the ball away. The sooner we get that in the next transfer window, whether that's in January or whether that's later on, the better it'll be for us. But I have to give them credit though. Twente, they played absolutely well. I don't know if they deserve to win, but they absolutely deserve the draw. And we need to do a lot more work. Otherwise, I'm telling you, the countdown has started. 4 games remaining. We have Spurs, Porto. Villa actually make that 3. By international break, if results don't go our way, I trust our board enough to sack this manager by the time Villa's over. In fact, that's the best time for the change as well, because we have 2 weeks. We can ease the new manager in and it wouldn't be too bad. So after Villa, I want to see the official announcement. Man United have officially decided to part ways with Erik ten Hag. That is the only way our club is going to move forward. Otherwise, we are going to struggle heavily. So that's Man United 1, Twente 1, on to Spurs at the weekend. So see you guys in the next one.